So if you do a lot of punching, a lot of striking, a lot of boxing, and you compress either your wrists or your joints, bones in your hands, it's often pretty common. You can grab something and you can pull either this way, that way, whichever way you have tension, whichever way you have strength or force in your body. And for me, I've done a lot of striking both this ways and this ways, on both the fronts and the sides. So I need to put force in the opposite direction, basically. So for me, it's to grab. For me, that is to literally grab both legs and to push this ways, downwards, down and across, to pull towards me and to push towards my heels. I need to do this more than I know. Doctors are always notorious for not taking their own advice. But now when I was punching that thing, it was my wrist which gave out. But no, I was compressing my joints, but no, it was mostly my wrist. I had to stop because of my wrists. Yeah, pretty hard fists. Those are my friends. You have no idea how precious they are to me. You have no idea how precious they are, just in general, to the world. But yeah, just like my feet, you would do something very similar. You would grab and you would do your best to pull outwards against the force of compression, against whichever way that you are striking, and that will literally help to provide the right space, the right environment for your bones to regrow, to settle back against that counteraction. Because your bones are living tissue. They are alive. They will adjust to stressors in your environment. And they will compress, they will contract, they will expand, elongate, grow bigger, stronger, harden over, depending on what you subject them to, what you do to them, do with them. It's a new word you start saying. Yeah, I always try to have clean nails on before string, but I groom so much. Naturally, that's why I don't stink, I don't smell. Not normally. Don't have access to clean water, no. And that parents aren't blocking off the bathroom. Anyways, it's more of an inside joke, but yeah, you would pull gently on all fingers. As steadily as possible. I forget that I'm not in a rush this time. Go gradual. This is going to take a couple minutes. You will almost feel it start to respond after even just a few seconds. The tension will help to it speeds the way for healing much, much faster. designed to respond to this. All of your joints as well, in your hands, your thumbs, your fingers, toes, your neck, your back, knees, in your nose, anywheres. Feels much better. Oops, that's the wrong way. I'm pulling against my wound. Thank you, Jesus. I hope you are okay as well, taking care of yourself, not subjecting yourself to too much injury or stress. Impact stress. Silly goose. Yeah, I am getting stronger. And I meant veins, not nerves, earlier before. I could see new veins growing. New veins. Yeah. Just faintly. Your body will adjust if and when it needs to. When it can, yeah. It just does just. But you do lose sensitivity as well. Yeah. It is a sacrifice that we're willing to make in our hands and fingers. That little bit of sensitivity loss, so it's worth it to protect the girl. To protect you. It's worth it. It always is. Can't help but look at her. The things that she does that you do. Any of you do. Kana. Mai. Mia. Irie. Speaka. Man, little Irie, I'm so sorry. You're amazing. Speaka. Mazu. Ami. Iku. Aura. Basically anyone who views that view as a child. A living soul. One of us. One of my family. I may not have a lot of experience with you, but I know you at some level. I know you. You're a good person. That much I can tell right off. The human soul always wants to do good unto others. I found a direction for you to pull. Okay, that works. Doctors, if you are in a hurry, can use a quick pull to quickly, what's it called? Decompress the joint. And that is okay if the patient can't take it. They usually do this with the spine. Don't have to. Gradual pressure is a lot best. Although sudden pressure can help to overcome resistances and limitations and what's it called? That can also help as well. Try both. Honestly, try both. I obviously don't. Yeah, just common sense. How hard you can pull. You get the sense for it. And you listen to your patient, of course, as well. It's better. us like shit. We know how to strike back. We know how to act. We know how to be. Yeah. Very simply, yeah. It's a very natural sound, by the way. Moaning, whatever. Being shamed for that. You shouldn't be shamed for that. Enjoying bodily action, movement, relief. Enjoying relief. You shouldn't be shamed for that. It's life. It's good. It's life-giving. It's life-restoring. I'm just gonna pull really. Now we have a gradual. First, just using friction. Just my gripping the shin bone like that. Put my hand on top so I don't have to grip as hard. Bear down as hard with the fingertips, my fingers. Oh man. One of my videos, is to massage. Massage things along. Because your heart is working all the time. And your veins, you pressing upon your veins can help to circulate blood back up to your heart very well, very easily. If you're just really bored, just want something to do, just look at your body and just like, I don't know. Especially recovering, you're just pulling on something like this. Just all kinds of things you could be doing. Even just looking around while doing this. Taking note where everything is. Yeah, I love these gloves. These gloves are so freaking cool. Oh man. It's a hard material. Yeah, it doesn't braid all that easily, probably too easily. It's wearing down that bit right here. Oh, this is very hard. It's like plastic. A soft kind of plastic. It's like egg cartons. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, Lord. We have an incredible community. Thanks to all of you all. I never liked many of the holidays. No. I never liked April Fools. Because I basically always equated it to a lie. It's just a nonsensical holiday to me. But you girls, especially the VDARE group, in general, especially the VDARE group, you guys really, you made many of the holidays very, very fun. You made those holidays fun. And, yeah, enjoyable, actually enjoyable, especially Christmas. Thank you all, that was amazing. I never enjoyed Christmas that much before in my life. It's been a long time for me. No, it was just a video game that you made, especially. I haven't played any of your other stuff, but yeah, that one. I don't care what anyone else thought of that.
was so cool to me. It's like being with, it's like being with you girls. Being out in Canada, being with someplace free, where there's no rules. Cold winter, no one bothers you, because no one goes up to Canada besides people who really care about their communities. It takes a special sort of person to bear that responsibility of the cold, of fueling fires to keep yourselves warm, of taking care of your families that way, using geothermal, which is very easy, very cheap to use. It's continual. You can use cheap geothermal. It's called, I don't know what's, the basic terminology is short depth geothermal. It only takes about a couple kilometers below the surface, 2 or 3. And you can get enough heat to warm your floors, to warm your house, to drive a motor, to drive an engine. And you can make many of them. That is easy enough to do on a truck. Short range geothermal for many houses in the area. It's cheap enough it never breaks down. You can just drill another hole. It's just a thin hole. Doesn't cause many problems because they're so short. But it is reliable. It's one of the visions I have in my mind, and always will. That and railway systems that go in between, just everywhere's just a single railway, and you have like 2 trains perhaps going both ways, but like suspended, sort of like about 10 feet off the ground, so you can walk under it or whatever. It's not bothered by animals, or it's not going to hit anything. Basically, it's made on aluminum. The railway is made of aluminum on steel. Whatever's durable, cheap, available. Aluminum is, you just need lots of energy. You can get that from the sun. Constantly solar collectors. We already have the technology, sun power solar. We already have monocrystalline panels which are above 23%. We have them above 23%. It's called sun power. They've been around for years, but they just hadn't been advertised as much. It's in the league above most the ones before. And that was about 5 years ago. I just never could get the word out there. We had these things for years. 20% better than anything you see on the market right now. From just a few years ago. 20-30%. In low light performance alone. 60% more effective in low light than any panel I'd ever used in my life. It made it so that that thing was so powerful. That was the way solar should have been. That's the way solar panels should be. Sun power. Ishi, thank you. You taught me how to whisper. Irony, you taught me how to express, how to roleplay. How to narrate. Elia, you taught me how to be. Speaker, you taught me how to be as well, a lot of things. Mazu, you too. Girls are such amazing teachers. You all are. Kuro, you as well. All I had to do was see you once, man. I got you my name for life. That's why having a partner is so effective. Because you just have to pull from both sides like this. Oh, feels good. Will no longer be small. Say that to yourself 10 times a day. I will no longer be small. I don't need to be small. I know who I am. I know who I want to be. I am strong. I am, say your name here. I am Dean. I am Kasumi Mai. I am Kirispika. I am Adi Veritas. I am Elias Talaria. I am Mazumi Pichi. I am Mazumi Pichi, and you will bow to my will. And you will bow to my will. Mwahaha. Yeah, try not to get too veiny like that, honestly. Just means blood's trying to return back to your heart. Elias Delaria. My name is Elias Delaria. My name is Elias Delaria. Motherfucker. My name is Dean Simmons, motherfucker. So about your tone, really. So, what was I gonna say? Okay. Yes, my dream. About my name. It was about my name. Who I wanted to be. And who I wanted to be. The scenario took place in a suburb, urban, like a sewage area. No. Underground tunnels, not sewage, underground tunnels, waterways. Dark, no real lights, except for the occasional dimly lit tunnels. And there were like 3 or 4 little followers, like a dog in a wheelchair, a scruffy dog in a wheelchair, a baby, I think another baby, and then player 1. You were player 1, the cameraman, and you were following these 4 beings underground exploration, I guess, to find out, just learn more about the ruins, learn more about the area, what they could, and traveling underneath these tunnels. Go away as you're going under things, and the doors dark, and that's all okay. It's kind of fun. It's just you're kind of chatting along the ways, and this goblin leader comes out tall, human size, about 5'8" or something, but kind of skinny, but you can tell he took no real pride in who he was, but and the way he showed up was literally those ostrich feathers, in those Disney, a Disney movie, the old, revealing the old time villain, da da da. Literally, it was 2 people standing on either side of him, with the ostrich feathers, and he was da da. He did that gay faggot pose, was like presenting the bad guy, presenting the demon, and and like your followers would like go up, was like going up to him, and like this goblin guy, this goblin demon, not goblin demon, like this basically tall goblin. I'm gonna call him tall goblin. He began to like basically use his power to like knock the little guys aside. The dog was like gonna like open like a computer thing or something. He's gonna open the next tunnel, the next doorway in the tunnel system. And like there was the goblin guy got in the field, and he's just like does his like whatever thing, and he just comes towards you, and like the dog's like just scoots off, and like he just wasn't even paying attention to the goblin. He's just like gonna do his thing, and like oh man. The dog was just going to do his thing, and shoot, and just like in freak of feature, the guy, the tall goblin guy kicks him, like, knocks the dog over in his wheelchair, and like the player one starts, and it's like the baby comes walking over, I guess, coming after the dog, and the dog kicks the baby as well, knocks him over, and like player one starts again, and he jumps, and it's like you can see the camera jump, and like in the mind of the player one, like this emotion starts building, and like the third baby starts like coming out, and the goblin looks at him, and like before like he can start, and before anything else happens, you just stand up and you start walking, and you take like a few steps toward him, and you just punch the guy right in the face, and you yourself are strong, you realize your arms are kind of skinny, but it gets his attention, and it knocks him, and he's like, and who are you? And he looks to me, and I look at him, and I was like, I'm Dean. I'm just looking straight at him, like, and he looks at me, he was like, Dean, a warrior's name. And he started about rambling, and I'm just like, I just go right up to him, I start like deck him in the face, like, and like making that sound. Can't really like deck him out because I'm so skinny in my dream. But I'm just as tall as him, a little shorter. But like I have more like willpower and drive, and like even though I'm disadvantaged like physically, I'm just as high. I'm just enough to do something against this guy, just to wear him out, even just to keep him there, just like. And like he would reach forward, and like I'd just like push his hand aside, like, and like push his hand, like whole like arm like this way, like, and he starts reaching over this way, like, as I starts just punching him, and like it just showed me that dream was like, it showed me something of just a natural state of events, that human soul that we desire to protect something. It's like you see that injustice, you just kick that dog. He was literally doing absolutely nothing to you. That baby was doing absolutely nothing. It's an infant. It's tiny. How could that? He can't. And it's like, why would you do that? It's just like so casually, just like kick, football kick. Lazy Dixo kick. Flip him down. And he's like, oh, there's a third baby. And he's like, you run right up to him. He's like, and who are you? And he's like, I'm Dean. And he's like, Dean. It's all like freaking monologue. He's like, Dean, a warrior's name. And he's like, and I remember when the tales of something. And it's like, I'm just like, yeah, it was fun. But yeah, that was my dream. Yeah, that was my dream. And just that natural instinct of the human soul. Once you see that amount of injustice, have that injustice done towards you or anyone else, that desire to strike back is very natural. It's natural. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm saying. And the Bible teaches and tells you otherwise. It tells you not to retaliate, not to strike back. When sometimes, in fact, as Jesus taught, you in fact sometimes do need to whip some ass. You need to beat somebody's ass. You need to whip some behind. You need to take out your feelings. You need to get retribution and revenge. Sometimes you need to stand in the way of injustice very forcefully. And only you can make that determination. And here in the U.S., you are allowed to, most of the time, very freely. Someone is being cruel and unkind to you, you're allowed to retaliate. You're allowed to take action for your own sake, for your own defense, for your own sanity, for your own honor, not for your own well-being, for your own sovereignty. You should never let anybody just walk all over you like that. You deserve to have a right to stand up for yourself and to be defended and to be accepted for doing so. It's not wrong to do so. Yeah, you women are so precious. Men, it's our job and duty to defend them. Guys, don't circumcise your kids. It's the cruelest thing to do. It takes away their godhood. It takes away the ability for them to enjoy the women fully, as they are meant to. That's why we're so aroused all the time, so hard to keep our hormones in control, hormones in check. We deserve to be kinder to our children. That's mutilation. Never engage in that. In that type of practice, no. I'm not sure. Tattoos and piercings are up to you. For everything else, that should be left to the choice of your child. Or that sovereign being, how dare you take that away from them? You have no idea what you're removing, taking away. So why would you act out of some misguided fear? It's just what we've been taught. Please stand against that. Please act against that. Your children will have a much better, much longer life if you just allow them the sanctity of their own nature, the sacredness of their own being, of their own nature, of their own skin, biology, of their own biology. That tapping like that helps bring circulation to both my hand and the one that I'm being tapped upon, to the fingertips especially. Because I strike so much, I don't have many blood vessels in my fingers. Not many thick ones. Just mostly in the muscles. So my sensations literally along here are very numb, so I can chop so strongly. That doesn't really hurt. And it is no joke that I can hit that hard. I'd just rather not do it right now. Just don't. Don't do that while you're healing. While you're in recovery mode. Recovery mode takes about... about 8 hours of rest. It takes about 30 minutes for cardio. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes for cardio to set. At least 30. That is the minimum. 15 is about the minimum. 10, 15 is about the minimum if you're really speeding it up. But I would give a person about at least 30 minutes at default minimum. If I did a big recovery, big injury, if I'm trying to do a big recovery, big reset, big traction pull, I'll give them about 30 minutes if I make a big headway recovery. And usually that's what it takes to reach that, as well as to heal from that. And then I would say, please take another 8 hours after this, completely. And then your body will naturally will recover quite a lot. You have to repeat that as much as possible. Be gentle on that joint. Allow it a few days recovering. A lot of body types heal much more quickly, heal very quickly. But you need to give yourself the allowance of recovery, of rest as well, in order to do so. You're quick to push out of disorder and quick to go into order as well, into healing. Everyone, you women are so valuable. Energetically, emotionally, consciously. are the most aware out of all of us. The most kind. And that makes you the most important. If not very, very valuable, very precious. This world would not be the same without you. It goes for anyone, I don't care who you are. Yeah, don't do stupid things like that, punching while you're still recovering. After all, this will set you back a ways. Yeah, there's no need for bravado. And I would give myself a couple hours after this. I'm just like not using this for very much. Just resting. I would do at least 30 minutes. That's what I usually do. And that's usually enough for me. Sometimes I will sleep for a few hours, thankfully, and then I will be fully recovered. Mostly, depending on how deep the injury is. Yeah, take care of yourselves always. Yeah, thanks for whistling. That was amazing. That was the most fun thing. I never thought I'd be able to do videos like this, honestly. It's really cool. But yeah, I need to send this, upload this, so it's not too long. So my phone doesn't like freak out, or because I can only store or chop or send so much at a time. Plus it helps for quick uploads. But yeah. If you ever have sore joints, this is what you do. It's called decompression or traction. It's called achieving traction, or giving yourself traction. Alright, I'll complete this off camera. Okay. Here we go. Let's save it and I'll give myself a few more minutes. That's good. That does help too. Any type of movement like that helps to stretch the joints out, reset them. Basically, it's not a bad thing. Popping your knuckles is not a bad thing. I do it all the time. I've done it all the time for years. But yeah, take care of yourselves, guys.